Yes, it's finally over. Yeah. How's that feel, FTC? Listen, I know a lot of people look at me and go, hey, Crap Gamer doesn't know what he's talking about. Crap Gamer doesn't know what he's talking about. I said the FTC had no case. They had no case. They lost the case. Yes, they've lost the case. Junction denied the Activision deal. Looks like it go through. Microsoft probably, they have a couple different things that they can do right now. Actually, they could actually go about the situation and skirt the UK completely and find a distributor for Activision games there, or they can wait for the legal process to play out, which they would inevitably win, just like they did here. So this is breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, who have been waiting for this Activision Blizzard stuff to get over with. It was revealed just moments ago that Microsoft has won its case against the FTC as Judge Corley denied the party's request for preliminary injunction. This is a monumental victory for Microsoft in the ongoing Activision Blizzard attempt. Obviously, the CMA still remains in place. Now that the tech titan will need to either contend with the CMA, which is the Competition and Markets Authority in the United Kingdom, or find some way to circumvent the UK regulators. There is a hearing set to take place on July 28th in that respect, but today, Microsoft has won a lengthy and prolific battle against the FTC. Of course, the FTC is well within its legal rights to request a appeal against the decision made today, but only time will tell if that will indeed happen. For the most part, the world at large is accepting and approving of Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard, despite some competitions and regulatory bodies that have spoken against it in the past. But again, it's been overwhelmingly accepted. It would be a huge monumental waste of time, money, and everything else. The CMA is set to be tackled with yet another hearing that will commence on the 28th. Now that the injunction has been shot down in the U.S., there are far fewer barriers preventing Microsoft from acquiring Activision Blizzard as cleanly as possible. In the email, the U.S. Federal Trade Commission said, "We are disappointed in the outcome given the clear threat this merger poses to open competition in cloud gaming, subscription services, and consoles. In the coming days, we'll be announcing our next step to continue our fight to preserve competition and protect consumers." Again, I think everybody is sick and tired of hearing this stuff, but, we now have a much clearer picture. Is it the end of it for sure? I don't think it's the end of it for sure. We're going to be seeing, people kind of talk about this stuff. But again, the judge says this court's responsibility in this case is narrow. It is to decide if, notwithstanding these current circumstances, the merger should be halted, perhaps even terminated, pending resolution of the FTC administrative actions. For the reasons explained, the court finds the FTC has not shown a likelihood that will prevail on its claim this particular vertical merger in this specific industry may substantially lessen competition. To the contrary, the record evidence points to more consumer access to Call of Duty and other Activision content. The motion for a preliminary injunction is therefore denied. Yes, yet again, denied. So a lot of folks are like, listen, I think there's enough egg on the face of the FTC. They should realistically, just give it up at this particular point. There is no way that they're going to push this through because it doesn't hurt competition. Phil Spencer's statement goes as followed, which I think is pretty much to be expected by the man himself, the man of the hour, the man with the plan, the master plan, Phil, the man Spencer, who actually handled himself incredibly well in court and did such a wonderful job with that. He said, "We're grateful to the court for swiftly deciding on our favor. The evidence showed that Activision Blizzard deal is good for the industry, and as well as the FTC's claim about console switching, multi-game subscription services, and cloud don't reflect the realities of the gaming market. Since we first announced the deal, our commitment to bringing more games to more people on more devices has only grown. We've signed multiple agreements to make Activision Blizzard's games, Xbox first-party games, and Game Pass all available to more players than they are today. And we know that players around the world have been watching the case closely, and I'm proud of our efforts to expand player access to choice throughout the journey." So again, this is phenomenal news. This is breaking news. Is it the end of it? No, but I mean, look, Microsoft can they could technically close if they wanted to. They could skirt the CMA. They could close and not skirt the CMA and just know that they're going to win that case. There's literally no case to be made against this affecting or hurting, competition in any kind of way. So more people, including Nintendo, would be able to play Activision games, which they, for the most part, can't do right now. This is a phenomenal day. Look, anything can change, but I still think that this is 100% the right call for them to do, and it was nice to see that this came out the way that it did. I think the reason being that they came out with it a little bit later than a lot of us expected was the fact that Microsoft themselves, they wanted to make sure that possibly there couldn't be enough time to do some kind of appeal for the FTC. Which again, at this point, if you're the FTC, why are you even bothering with this, right? Like, it never made sense. It made sense to nobody, right? But outside of PlayStation fans, that a American entity would try to cover and prevent the number one player from being actively in competition. Like, it didn't make any sense at all. And I gotta say, this is like an awesome day to see that. And people might go, "Oh, why are you getting so excited about it? What really changes?" Again, I've stated this numerous times. What changes? Microsoft will be able to bring back the old games. You will have clearly a situation where, Call of Duty's day one on Game Pass. Diablo go to Game Pass. All these games are going to be, brought into Game Pass. The old franchises can be brought back. This is absolutely amazing to see this stuff happen. And, again, nice to see that this is going to be something that realistically was going to happen at some point. And I said all along that they absolutely did not have any case against Xbox. They've won the case. This is exactly what I expected. This is what a lot of people expected. This is totally what Judge Corley said. Microsoft's acquisition of Activision has been described as the largest in tech history. It deserves scrutiny. That scrutiny has paid off. Microsoft has committed in writing, in public, and in court to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation for 10 years on parity with Xbox. It made an agreement with Nintendo to bring Call of Duty to Switch, and it entered several agreements to, for the first time, bring Activision content to several cloud gaming services. This court's responsibility in this case is narrow. It is to decide if, notwithstanding these current circumstances, the merger would be halted, perhaps even terminated, pending resolution of the administrative action. For the reasons explained, the court finds the FTC has not shown a likelihood it will prevail on its claim. This particular vertical merger in this specific industry may substantially lessen competition. To the contrary, the record evidence points to more consumers having access to Activision content. The motion for preliminary injunction is therefore denied. So again, man, this is exactly what I think we all wanted to see. Well, those that actually care about gaming and things like that. Nice to see it what kind of come up the way that we needed it to. Again, still the CMA stands in the way, but that seems like it's going to be less and less of a thing. Yes, the CMA can go out there, or excuse me, the FTC can go out there and sort of file an appeal, but I think that's a very stupid thing to do, considering they got absolutely schooled on this through this entire thing. If you're the U.S. government, like, how would you even? I would just say leave it be, because to be quite honest with you, they are absolutely getting embarrassed at this point. So we'll see what happens. I can't wait to see. I'm already seeing the eggs on the egg in the faces and things like that. This was to be expected. I'm not shocked by this at all. Like I've been saying and staying positive about this whole announcement. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. Sound off, rate, comment, subscribe. Are you excited for this? This pushes forward. We're finally getting out of that realm that we were kind of stuck in for so long, where we didn't know for sure. But I am so happy that this is going to move forward. The sooner this closes and complete, the sooner everybody can just get on with gaming the way that we want to. So thankful to that. Great news here. Let me know what you think. If you're watching the content and enjoy it, please like the video. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, Crap Gamer 'em up. Crap Gamer out.